My bad. My bad. And we're live on a Tuesday, a Mars Day. I am your hostess with Moses, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil, messenger of God, child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. Here on another one. In order to keep up with me, you would have to see my earlier video, what I posted on my community page, all my videos before this, and some shorts. Welcome, new people. Welcome, welcome. We're going to start today with a spiritual growth spread, but I have an announcement. Today is my 1-year anniversary. It's my anniversary on YouTube. And today we celebrate our 421 subscribers. I came over here with nobody. Well, I subscribed to my own bullshit, so one of those is me. So we got 420. Took us a year and we got 420. That's amazing. Do I know who you are and all of that? No, I don't watch all that shit. I really don't. Like, I'll pull it out sometimes just to see if, you know, the age groups and places and stuff, but it doesn't show me all of that. I don't know. Don't really get into all that. But anyways, I'm grateful for you. I'm hopeful for you. I am your leader through the dark night of the soul. I teach you how to walk through the awakening, master your mind and your emotions, and use your spirit to create goodness in this world by fighting darkness. Pretty much. So, with this whole thing being said, I want to celebrate. I want to do something special for all of you. You know, the all-knowing oracle wants to offer you an opportunity. I'm going to make this official. What's today? Tuesday? That gives you plenty of time. I'm going to set up a live for Friday night. We're going to do it at 10 p.m. my time, so that's 10 p.m. in the 303, so Mountain Standard Time. I'm just going to run a video. We'll have shadows and everything else, but I'm going to run an open video. I'll have all my books and all my cards, and I'll just kind of fuck around here, and if anybody wants to get online, you can get on and ask me questions. If you want me to open a specific book, if you want me to pull a specific card from one of my, you know, many decks, or you want me to go deeper into something, if you have a question that you haven't heard answered that you've been dying to figure out, if you want me to just tell you something from God, if you want to ask me something stupid about your fucking relationships, whatever you want, it'll be free for you. What does it take? Bravery. You have to come to my, you know what I mean, you have to step up and be, you know, speak, or forever hold your peace. Why would you go to a mystic, a medium, a psychic, a witch, a yogi, a guru, an earth, or an earth angel, or a starseed? Why would you go to a person like me? On behalf of God. I am the messenger of God. I am the in-between. I speak to God for, you know, for mankind, and I speak to mankind for God. I am the in-between. So I can go in between all this bullshit and get your answers for you. I don't know what your fucking questions are. That's not my fucking... I know the answers, not the questions. I mean, I'm sure you have a million questions, and that's it. So I will set that up. If you're interested, I'm going to set it up, but let me know you're interested by putting, you know, for I don't know what that is, hitting the notifications bell or something. It tells you when people are waiting, whatever that means. You can tell I'm not really good at this a year in, and I don't still tell nobody nothing. But that way I know that somebody's going to show up and they want me to do something. Otherwise, I don't know. We might just run 30 minutes of fucking around over here. I might read from a book or something to pass the time if nobody shows up. But at 10 o'clock on Friday, it'll be an open conversation for whoever wants to come in and ask some questions. And again, if you know a specific card deck you want me to get into and, you know, pull for you or something like that, we can do that too. It could be fun. Okay, so this one's for you and your friends and whoever else you want to bring to the fucking, you know what I mean, bring to this freak show. With that being said, right now we're just going to see where we're at. It's cool, but it's not. So my daughter's like, I don't have no clothes this morning, and I knew she was running low, but then she showed me she only had one pair of sweats, and I was like, oh, my mom used to make me wear sweats. And then I was like, you want to wear some of my jeans? And luckily she fit my jeans. Well, not really. They're a little baggy on her, but still not like really. So that was cool, but in essence, I have to carry all this laundry up and down all these flights of stairs. I'm so pissed off about that. God's getting me physically fit for something. I really don't know what it is. But, and then I'm also being pulled in all different directions, so I'm just looking for some direction just like you. Where should I put my energy? What am I supposed to be focused on? Otherwise, I will just kind of wander. A wandering mind is dangerous. Don't you agree? Alright, what's our current energy, God? Oh, shit. 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 Let me double check. It's the messenger, isn't it? No way. No way. Where's that piece of paper that always falls out? I know you're on there. Okay, no, it's the page. That was the night. I was gonna be like, damn it. We are. We're gonna talk about your willpower, where we're putting our willpower. Ooh, I went to the Queen of Pentacles. We read about her last night. Let's see. Princess of Wands, Messenger of Wands, Page of Wands. Princess represents news and new beginnings. The Princess of Wands is a free spirit with dynamic passion for life. And right now you are desperate for fresh adventure, so she's bringing you just what you need. Something amazing is coming that will renew your zest for life. This might be a creative vision, a spiritual insight, a new job, business, study, a birth, romance, travel, money, or just a whole new phase in your life. Well, we went through that portal yesterday, and that's what it is after you clean out, you know what I mean, the shit that was holding you back, you're going in a new direction. I did see a vision of me working at this place. It came in the middle of nowhere. I told you all I had to do today was, that's where I'm like, what do I focus on here? I have to do a video interview, and while I was walking the dog, I could see myself doing the whole interview. And so I see a job in my future, and the job is leading to paying for my creative vision, but at the same time, it's also going to pay for travel, because we said that in our vision yesterday. I saw the vision of traveling on June 11th. All right, everybody keeping up? Try to. It will make you think and act in a whole new way, and that's it too. It's like, you know, I have a new direction going on, and that was another thing too. Is like I'm being pulled a couple of different directions at this particular moment. It's like, am I supposed to put on my face and go do the job shit? Because he also gave me there's walk-in interviews today for another location, but I had already seen myself at this other location, and then I have to do laundry. So I'm like, what am I doing today? I'm getting pulled a couple different ways. You will need to challenge yourself, even if it's a bit scary, because it will be worth it. This might be the biggest adventure of your life, so don't let the opinions of other people or your habitual limitations put you off. And that's it too, is like, you don't do things because of what other people will think. Your whole, you know, determination. Hey, Silo, I saw you share something like that. Confirmation. I didn't open it, but Silo shared, something about the shit you do today will determines what your tomorrow looks like, or something like that. I'll have to share that. But that's pretty much it. Is like, you know, that's why we clean out this stuff, these self-limiting habits, belief systems, people, places, and things. We eliminate the stuff that is no longer serving us, so that you can do this. You know what I mean? So that you're able to, so that you don't let the opinions of other people and your habitual limitations put you off. One of the princess's powers is to enable you to leave your fears behind and experience new freedom. It's never too late. The Princess of Wands may signify a new friend or lover who will challenge your outlook and bring you some much-needed fun and excitement. I'm in need of both. And that's it. God's always trying to give me a new friend and a lover. And in essence, you want your lover to be your best friend. So, he or she is bright, young, or young at heart, free thinker, full of energy, warm, ambitious, adventurous, and well-intentioned, and will open up new possibilities for you. Going back to the silo, I'm far more free in my spirit than he is. His spirit is, I mean, he's trained it to be so. He's traditionally trained to limit himself. I know, I'm more powerful than both of you, you and the guru, because you were taught by, you can't be any more than what you were taught. I'm teaching you a different way. And that's it, is like, they have their limitations. They can't, for example, you know damn well it's not dangerous, but if I sit next to you and say, hey, you want to hit this weed? If I ask the silo to hit the weed, he'll tell me no because of what he's been told. because of his fears, because of what religion says, because of protocol, because of everything. Be Lewis, and that would be Allie, and whoever else is too fucking good to puff the magic dragon. You've never seen anything bad come from this other than, you know what I mean, your fears. And you can't do it because what would people think? There's nothing stopping you. You're actually here. It's legal. You might get, you know what I mean, your head chopped off somewhere. That shit in Texas, Kansas, or any of my surrounding states. But right here, we can go to the store and we can actually get some mushrooms too. And we can your subconscious legally. But what would people think if you did that? Oh my God, you would be judged and persecuted. By who? Your mind. It's coming up with all kinds of bullshit. Nobody gives a shit if you sit down and smoke a joint with me. It'll be the best time of your life. You're never gonna, and the fucking meal we have after, best time of your life. In the essence, no, you don't want to have those kind of times because you persecute those times because of something you've seen. Furthermore, if somebody was, you know what I mean, I walk into someone's house and their traditional drink is they sit down together and they sip some kind of wine or whiskey or something like that. No, I can't. You guys are a bunch of alcoholics and and, you know, I don't drink vodka and shit. I'm not like you, and if I put this in my system, I'm not going to be able to handle it as much as you. But I will sip on the cup. But don't expect me to finish that shit. I cannot, because I will not act appropriate. I'm a dumb American, and we don't know how to act when we put alcohol in our system. Sorry. It's the truth. Have you seen us on TV? It's terrible. But I don't want to ruin your dinner like this. It's going to turn into schmucks with me. In the sense of, you know, something like that. It's like, I'm not persecuting you. I'm persecuting myself because I don't know how to handle my shit. Possibly. I don't know. I have these memories of it didn't go so well. It ends up with me throwing up. Don't want to do something like that. But that's what I'm saying. Is I can't ask you. I've already given you all this notice, guys. You have until June 11th. And even for the rest of you, I told you have till Friday to be free and come hang out with me. To come into my world. What's stopping you? What would people think? What if they see me in the comments? What will she say? Dude, find out. Fuck around and find out. What was she going to do on the 11th? I don't know. Fuck around and find out. If you include yourself into my manifestation, naturally my manifestation becomes a courtesy to you. Why? Because God cares about you and He wants you to have fun. So then He'll find something for both of us to do, not just me. And I wouldn't be so, you know what I mean, so awful like that either. You know what I mean? Well, what do you like to do? What do you want to do? I'm not going to push you too far in your fears. I'm scared of... We're not going to go to the top of the mountain then. You know, stuff like that. It's like the manifestation changes when you're with your intentions. If you intend on doing it. And at the same time, why don't you want to hang out? I still don't know what day of the week it is either. It could be the middle of the week. I'm telling you a month ahead that we're going to take an adventure in the middle of the week. What would people say? What about my job? What about this? If you can't take a couple days off with a month's notice, then you have no freedom to begin with, motherfucker. You're doing something wrong with your life. And I told you, you only needed a couple $100. That's what I said. Start saving $50 between this week and next week and the other week, and then in a month you have $200. That'll be more than enough. Your 2 plus my 2, we're ready to do it. And then somebody else's brings in 2, and now we're really balling. We're just going to hang out in the dirt anyways. How much does it cost to hang out in the dirt? Seriously, guys. When you think about it, it's like people hate that I can do what I want, but you just hate it because you can't do what you want. And it's your lifestyle that's holding it, which is nothing more than the way you believe and what people will, how they'll perceive what you're doing with your day. I don't care. I mean, I do, but whatever. Like, really. Like, you can't not... That's what I always tell the guys. Are you ever going to take a day off work? You're going to ever stop being you? Come hang out? Let's go drive some go-karts. Let's go climb a mountain. Let's go, you know, a petting zoo. Go to something. Fucking annoying. Do nothing with your life. Chase money. Life will certainly not be boring, and you will not regret the association. That's with me. I don't know who this person could be. Who could this person be? Hey, no offense, dude, Joe Bart, you're like, I said that earlier, it's like, you're so fun to watch, but you're too busy to hang out with anybody. Unless we come to your world. Can you leave your world and come to ours? That's not where it is. Just want to point that out. However, he or she is fiery and sparks might fly. That's me. I won't put up with jealousy or restrictions of any kind and will leave you as soon as they're experienced. Yeah, I'll leave you in the middle of the woods. You'll have to find your way home. Acting all stupid. Don't tell me what to do. Don't act funny with my friends. Reverse meaning. The reverse princess can indicate procrastination, delays, and dissatisfaction. You feel as though life is passing you by, but instead of seizing opportunities, you make excuses as why the time is not right. See? I gave you a week to meet up and ask some questions, and then I gave you a month to make plans to go on a freaking adventure. And no, you don't get to plan for it. What are you going to bring? A toothbrush, a couple pairs of underwear, different clothes, a jacket, some shoes, maybe a bathing suit? You'll be alright. What more do you need? The bathing suit is kind of, I mean, during summer it's kind of necessary, but typically I would say that's optional, depending on where we're going. But it's going to be hot, no matter where we go. It's fucking June. Juneteenth. Ooh. That's a hot one. Despite your outward bravado, you are scared of new things and afraid of failing, so you never start. That's it. You're like thinking about all the things that could go wrong. What if the car breaks down? What if? Who cares? We're not going to die on this side of the road. There's too many people going by. God's out there with us. Quit being a fucking pussy. I'm so serious, dude. And this is why I have such a hard time. I have to be the man all the time. I can't be a bitch. I have to push myself to be this. Brave. Mars. Fiery. Energy of drive and action. Yeah, I'm scared too sometimes, bro. But I can't let that stop me. I've been scared my whole life, to be honest, bro. I'm scared of everything. That's part of life. You're scared of everything you never did before. You know what I'm really scared of still? The fucking high dive on a fucking pool. I know how to swim quite fine. I don't like that feeling. That makes me scared. It's just a feeling. I don't feel that way until I climb up there and I'm standing down looking. I don't feel that way any time. And I know there's nothing to be scared of, that I'm going to be fine. But when I get up there, I start shaking and I start feeling a certain type of way. It's okay. Now, there's other things that I do in life that will bring that same feeling. That's the feeling of fear. You know it's okay to feel this way, but you have to push yourself through it. Every single time I get up on a high dive, and I haven't done it since I was a child, but I can still feel it. I feel that. I don't do certain things that, you know what I mean, like in the sense of what's the reward of doing it. The more I do it, the more I can say I can do it. I did it once. I faced my fear. I jumped off the fucking thing. I don't got to keep facing this fear every time and keep jumping off of it and become numb to fear. That's not what this is about. I do other things that scare me and overcome those. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm scared too. I'm scared of people. I'm scared of, I got a scary feeling when I got to be, present myself. I'm scared of how I'll be received. I know these feelings, but you got to talk yourself over them. You're afraid of failing, so you never start. Or if you do, you don't follow through. Because your energy is not channeled in useful directions, you can get very frustrated, and other people can get frustrated with you. The Princess of Wands reverse can also signify a young person who is selfish, aggressive, impatient, disorganized, lazy, and immature, who never has a good word to say about anyone else. Or is this you? We already talked about all of you this morning. You don't want to see anyone win because you're not winning. You're not about You're not about seeing people live their life and have adventures and excitement and all that because you're jealous and envious and loathsome about it. How come they get to live that life? Because they went after it. So you're going to come up at me and be like, talking shit all evil-eyed. How come you don't even have a job and you don't even have nothing and you just fucking think that you can run around and do all these great things? God gave me the vision and said I was worthy and that I needed this in my life. He said under this full moon, it'll be a great opportunity for you to go and have a good time. Who are you to tell me that the things that God said are good for me are no good? He didn't say I had to have my shit together to have a good time. He didn't say I had to have all kinds of money or I didn't have to have a house or any of that. You say that if I don't have my shit together, then I can't enjoy life. You have all your shit together, don't you? And you're not enjoying one part of it. So who the fuck is right here? How does that make you right? And how does that make me wrong? You know who you are. Moving on. What's our spiritual work at hand, God? Oh, God. Fuck off. Your sour ass feelings. We're going to be talking about the Suit of Swords tomorrow. We're going to be talking about your mind and how you don't know how to control it and how it goes all different directions. This is a perfect example. Swords. 3 of Swords. This actually talks about Osiris and how he killed his brother. Set, and how he killed his brother. And then how, this is the whole story, and how Horus came back and avenged him. That would be me, and we're talking about my husband, and how I brought him back to life, and our son avenged him. Great stories in time. Let's see. It was his wife Isis that searched out all his parts by using magic, reassembled his corpse. Hovering above in the form of a falcon, she convinced her son Horus naturally. When Horus grew up, he came after me, and we fought battle after battle, and eventually he claimed his father's throne. So, are you good or evil? No, I'm the chaotic element within nature that brings about change. Since without change, there's no progress. It is my act that allows Osiris to conquer death and become the god of resurrection, who brings the gift of life after death to mankind. And that's what I stand for. If you ask me, why do you call yourself the Phoenix? Because my life is a testimony to the existence of death, transformation, and rebirth, that of the Phoenix. All things must die, but during that death it transforms you, and you can have a new life and a new way of being, a new mindset. I believe in endings and new beginnings. And that's what I was thinking about earlier, is that, my name is Lisa, but I go by Phoenix. Not the state, because I'm not likely to be in anything hot. I've visited. I prefer you to keep the air conditioned nice and cold here, similar to, look at the Rockies, stuff like that. But in the essence, it's like, where does Phoenix come from? I'm the walking, definition of the mythical creature that was. And that's what that is, I'm trying to teach you, and that's what life teaches you. All endings are new beginnings. As the goddess, of the moon, the maiden, the mother and the crone, life, death, and rebirth, or death, transformation, and rebirth. That's what I stand for. I teach you the circle of life. All right. Your world has suddenly been turned upside down. You have metaphorically been stabbed through the heart, betrayed by a lover, friend, or business partner. Yeah, you heard them, dude. I couldn't believe that, dude. I couldn't believe that she had the nerve to just put it in a text message and lie like that. What? Well, all of them. I've caught 3 liars in 2 days. There's a huge net. It's the internet is catching all the liars. Thank God I'm not on it that often. But in the essence, I watched fucking Oscar, someone I was interested in, becoming a lover to, flat out lie about his ego and his fucking, his sense of identity. I watched what I thought was a friend, lie to my face about her growth and her wantingness to change. And then I watched a business partner fucking try to stab me in the back and try to fucking take money from me that wasn't theirs. She didn't charge me for what was. She charged me for a lie. She tried to. All of this within the last, and that's what I said, it was a fucking crime scene. The last 48 hours, there's blood and guts everywhere. God cut up my whole life. Well, those that were no longer necessary. How did he do it? He showed me the truth of their ways. That's all he did. And in that, what did they do? It empowered me. Because this time I didn't act a fool and be all heartbroken that I can't make a friend and what's wrong with people and I'm never going to find nobody. I'm like, oh, learned that lesson. Moving on. Oh, you learn hard lessons. People teach you terrible lessons, bro. And that's it too, is you're blinded to the truth. Hey, they hide it pretty well, don't they though? And that's what I show you. I pull the curtains down. But I'm just as surprised as you. I'm standing there with pie on my face, guys. You're standing there like, I'm the one that's wiping off my face, which is usually my tears, bro. Pulling the knives out of my back. Looking at fucking Pac like, oh, man. He's like, don't worry, I got him. I know you do, but damn. I'll be running to Marshall like, did you see that? No, he's part of the hate gang. Fuckheads. You guys are some assholes. Alright, you didn't do nothing. But you're not doing nothing. And not doing nothing, you're not helping anything. Ugh. I'm being pulled back to you. Are we going to face each other again? Blood will be shed. Tears and blood is what I heard. Damn it, Marshall Mathers. Alright, anyways. And that's just it. It's like, damn, the fucking world is like such a letdown. They let you down. But it's okay. You can get back up, dude. You'll be alright. You can go out there and get fucked over again by a new friend, a new business partner, a new lover. Why? It's not you, bro. It's them. And as much as you're like, oh, everybody's out to get me. No, bro. They're out to get everybody. You just got caught up in the game. But when they do it to me, I promise they stop. And that's what it is. You come to Cali. You come to your fucking goddess. We make this shit stop. You stop hurting our children, bro. The bus stops here. Alright, don't despair. Things couldn't go on forever as they were. This ending is necessary in order for you to move forward. Don't feed yourself the poison of resentment every day. It won't harm the person who hurt you, but it'll certainly damage you. Remember the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. How you doing over there, Kanye? You dying? Because they don't want to listen to your music? Did you catch my message this morning? Do you think you're above them? Or you're exhibiting the same behaviors? They're just patterns, bro. Trained, learned patterns. All we can do is become aware of ourselves and change them. Break the curses. Be different. Break the mold. We were molded into this bullshit. And that's what I said. If you don't break it, then you're just part. If you're not breaking free from the problem, then you're feeding the problem. Truthfully. Alright, reverse. You have been badly hurt, losing someone or something that you love. The path towards healing can be hard and slow, but it has begun and will be easier if you look forward to the future instead of back in the past. Give yourself permission to forgive and release the hurt. If you suppress your feelings, you will not heal. And that's it. If I don't tell you how I really feel, then I have built up resentments. I have built up words. There's unfinished business is what they call that. You have karmic ties. You didn't burn this bridge. You didn't cut the tie. You didn't say your piece. It don't matter what you said. That's me. As long as you drop the mic, bro, and they know that it's over. No matter how you look at it, going back to me and Bobby, it's done. He cannot come back and speak to me. There are no words that can be said after this. It's not about forgiveness. He knows I forgive him every day, and I understand, and I still love him. It cannot be undone. What's done is done. And you guys will do everything to try to fix what's done, but it's already done. Try to change time. You want to change time, change your behaviors, or it's going to keep happening every time. It's a sad story, but when I walk away, it's done. The only way you're ever going to catch me again is to be on the other side of where I'm going. Because I'm not going backwards. You're going to have to go forward. Either going in the same direction as me or somewhere in the horizon of where I'm on my way to. But how could you be going that way when you're going towards money and I'm going towards God? You're going towards fame, success, material abundance, security, the things of this world, and I'm literally trying to get away from them. That's all I'm trying to do all day is to get away from them. In the sense of, you don't understand it. I'm trying to give up a job so God gives me a job. I'm trying to give up money so God gives me money. You're trying to get money so you never got money. You're trying to get a job so God never gives you a job. You don't understand this flow. And in essence, we're not going in the same direction because you're flowing towards the mass belief that this is the way that it has to be done. And I'm showing you that's not how it's done. So how can you and I align when we don't align? Our values, our purpose, our direction, our beliefs, our likes, we do not align. There was a moment in time where I aligned with you. I was like you, and you were like me. But I changed within a week or a day because you weren't paying attention to what God was telling both of us. This is a message for you, but it's not. This is my message. I can tell you this. Because I'm showing you with a witness that this is my message. I walk in the messages. If he tells me in the next card, whatever he tells me, I do. And you guys say not to, it's not that literal. It's that literal. What's the outcome, God? After I've left this man and okay, so look, I started my new beginnings, but I'm still a little bit, you know, I'm getting over the heartbreak of it. What comes next? Happiness. Look. Knight of Wands. Adventure. Because I have the willpower to go forward and believe that there's something good out there. There's another guy. And I don't want to ride your motorcycle. I don't like how fast they go. I tried it. I don't like it. It's a scary feeling. No, fight the fear. No, I don't want to. I don't want bugs in my face. I don't want to burn myself. Do my daughter burn herself on that thing? I don't want to do any of that. I want to drive a big, you know, a big rig. Teach me how to drive, you know, 18-wheeler or something. I don't want to ride on a fucking motorcycle. I don't want to do the stuff that you want to do. But in the essence, this is what we said was going to happen. It's just confirmation. The Knight of Wands. Which attracts me. I'm the Knight of Wands. But like attracts like. So let's go back to it. And I just want to show you. You went from your willpower to a little bit of heartbreak to back to getting the will to live. This is my Knight of Wands. And it actually depicts this fucking Aries asshole. So there was the synchronicities. I thought he was that guy. He looked like he was all adventurous. He looked like he was spiritual. He looked like he wanted the same things in life. But look at him. He was lying. He's just chasing stuff on his little motorcycle. He's chasing pussy and power on his little motorcycle. All of them are, right? Lewis isn't chasing pussy. Lewis is running away. But he can't go nowhere. Because he's going to be late. Lewis is the little white rabbit. I love you, Lewis. That's it too. I was like, yeah, Lewis is used to living in a suitcase. He's busy. He'll let me, he trusts me. He can do stuff. We can visit and this and that. No. You don't want to. He wants to keep up with the Kardashians and Kanye West. I can't stand you. Lewis failed me. They all did. I believe they were, you know what I mean? I believe that because they show it. It is there, but it's not the essence of what they're working with. You know, I believe that Russ was philosophical, intelligent. He had depth. He had emotions. He'd be fun to hang out with. Not in the sense of I ever saw him. He didn't smoke weed by the time I met him, and I wasn't a drinker. It was like we could sit together and have some really lit conversations and make some good music and have some really good laughs. Is what I thought. You know what I mean? And when I saw you, I saw a connection with you. But then I saw what's holding us back from that connection, and I told you, and you didn't work on that. You went to go try to connect with the fucking internet again. Can you hear me now? I'm not listening. There's plenty of fire energy around at the moment, and you are caught up in a whirl of activities, setting yourself new challenges and feeling confident that you are able to tackle any problem. This is certainly no time to be sitting around thinking. You need to be up doing. Nevertheless, be sure that you have a clear plan and any risks are well calculated, and finish each task that arises. And that's what it is. Don't start something and then you see problems ahead and you're like, oh, I didn't plan for this. Forget it. Abort. Dude, there's a fucking wave. You're going over it. Everybody put your fucking life jackets on, strap on, put your fucking safety belts on. We're going through this. It's too late. We can't turn back now. What are you going to do in the perfect storm, bro? You're going to pray and weather the storm. You can't get out of it now. It's the tower. You can't get out of it. I'm seeing Skyla. It's like you're between a rock and a hard place. You've got to go through this. You're going to get fucked up in it. It's going to happen. You got to go through it. If we find out that we just look up and we really literally learn that we're in a terrible, terrible storm, bro. But we're like, yeah, we got it. Don't worry, it's gonna stop. Everybody's screaming, hold on, you good? We're gonna do it. It's been hours of this, dude, hours of it. And then finally somebody realizes we're in the Bermuda Triangle. All of a sudden we have a thought that we're not gonna make it. Somebody has an idea that we're not gonna make it because they have never seen anybody make it through this before. What's going to make it? Our attitude is going to get us through. And if not, we're going to die happy. When you accept this is it, this is the failure, we're going down in the flames. That's it. Go down proudly. And that's the second thing, dude. You don't abort. Because most of the time, dude, in that last moment while you're sitting there, I'm seeing Jack Sparrow as the fucking thing's going, his boat's going down, and he literally steps right onto the deck. Oh, you got me here, but you could get me no farther. You were only going to get me as far as I needed you to go. But you got me here. And that's it. I might blow my engine, but I'm going to get where I'm going. And that's Lewis, dude. He's got to make that choice, bro, in that car. Fuck it. I'm going to blow this motherfucker. I'm getting to that finish line. I'm seeing cool runnings, bro. Get up. We're carrying this to the end. We're f***ing this. I know we failed. I know it's over, but we're going to finish this with our heads held high. Pick your head up. I know you're bleeding. Let's go. That's me, bro. They won't let me, and I won't let you. Forrest Gump, bro. No soldiers left behind. That was my daughter. She got tired on the stairs yesterday. As we were coming up, we were carrying up food and shit. We had to go to the store. She had a heavy bag. And we stopped at the stairs, and we held the door for her. Instead of going in and, leaving her in there. I was like, no. We know you're struggling. We'll wait. We'll stay here with you. And that's it. It's like, nah, bro. And that was courage over fire. Nah. They're going to live. Because I believe they can live, and I believe I can make this happen. We're not going to give up. And that's it, dude. Weather the storm. It doesn't matter. As long as you come out on the other side. But you didn't have a fucking failing mentality as it was happening. You might not win really anything, but you fought that fear. You went through something that other people can't. You know the tower's falling, bro. And that's what I said. What are you going to do? You're going to try to live? Or you're going to live the best of your last moments? You know what I mean? 9/11. They look out. They know what's happening. They know there's a plane in the middle of their building. They know there's thousands and thousands of people. They know this. They know what's going to happen, bro. We don't. We can't believe what we're seeing. They're in there, bro. It's smoke. Everything's going off. Even if they get to the bottom, bro, they know this thing's going to crash. It's going to fall on them. What do? Do you run down the stairs in hopes that you can make it? Ram past every other person? Forget the people that are, hurt? Just run past them and try to save yourself? Or do you accept it, what's about to happen, and you turn to your colleagues and you give them hope and faith? And tell them to do something courageous. Don't let them burn. I don't want to die. I know, but we're going to die here. I don't want to lie to you. If you run down those stairs, you're probably not going to make it either. I don't want you to die in fear. Let's accept our fate. If you can, call your family, say your goodbyes, but we're dying, guys. This is our time. This is where our story ends. Alright, let's jump the window, dude. I never jumped out a window. Come on, then. Let's do it. Everybody hold hands. That's not what they did, bro. Not at all. Not at all. But somebody had to be that voice. Somebody knew. Many of them knew. Logically, they knew. You know what I mean? Going back to the Oklahoma City bombing. They knew all those kids were dead, bro. They hoped that they would find what? Their bodies? If grown humans weren't going to make it, how were these babies? But yet, 2 made it out. 2 brothers. Life is a highway. We have challenges ahead of us that could take our lives and has taken the lives of others. You know what I mean? Something as simplistic as getting a cold right in these days. Going hungry, not having enough. These are all things that all of our ancestors always faced. We're trying to protect ourselves from the inevitable. If we have enough money, we have enough resources, our families won't suffer. Well, you have too much resources, they're coming for your families to rob them and steal from them. I warned you of this. What happened when those fires started? They went in and started stealing from the rich as their shit was burning to the ground. Even the rich didn't think to do that. Where do you think they'll go? To your houses to steal from you. The poor don't steal from the poor. know that. Just wanted to point that out. The Knight of Wands may indicate an unexpected event that results in rapid change. That's the same thing that was with the Princess of Wands. This could involve moving a home, a new job, business, or travel. We're still in the energy. Someone important may be entering or leaving your life. Out with the old, in with the new. I'm ready. They saw it. You fucked up, bro. I mean, everybody's been seeing it. I've been getting so ready. They're like, she's ready, bro. I can deal with it. And they're ready, too. Now that they've seen so much and seen that I have so much control and they see where I am, they see where, you know what I mean? They have less fears. Who's they? I don't know. That's the exciting part. Anybody could be that person. What does it take to love me? Does it take all kinds of money and all of this? Or does it just take some compassion, understanding, forgiveness, some cuddling, quality time, silence, independence, freedom, protecting me, holding me, while I figure out my own world, and trusting God ultimately? It's not hard. What's hard is this goes against what you believe, what you've been taught, what you think I need. You don't know if you could be what God says you can be, but it's not that hard. It just takes some discipline. There's no point in resisting this change, so be flexible. The Knight of Wands may be a man in your life. He is attractive, let's just say me. Attractive, sexy, charming, glamorous, full of energy, and fearless self-confidence. And that's it too, is you've got to be brave. It's not that you're fearless, dude. You just got to be brave. I told you, I'd be scared. Remember last night, I was like, what about sleeping with you? What about, I'm getting scared. I'm freaking myself out. I'm freaking myself out. Anyways, I know, it's freaky. Don't think about it. It'll freak you out, dude. Your brain will come up with the scariest shit. Anyways, full of energy, fearless confidence, the life and the soul of the party. He can be moral, generous, warm-hearted, but also thoughtless, reckless, quick-tempered, and boastful. A person who must always have something new and exciting. Or is that you? Oh, come on. That's kind of me, but kind of not. That's an unhealed version. I mean, I'm moral, generous, warm-hearted, but I can be thoughtless, I can be reckless, very quick-tempered, sometimes boastful about my abilities, and that would be that, you know what I mean, over self-confidence. A person who's always has something new. I always do, and that's what Bobby's like, my life isn't as exciting. I mean, God is exciting. Or is that you? A romance with this knight is likely to be passionate and dramatic, but I like my freedom and may not want to be tied down. If and when I decide I do, I will be loyal and loving to a partner who shares my enthusiasms. Obviously. Freedoms is what that means. Not the freedom to make a mistake, but the freedom to breathe. And that looks at Marshall. Marshall knows I ain't doing nothing bad. I mean, he was shocked, but he wasn't hurt by my action because he had known that this is what God was pushing me to do. He was shocked. What did he think I was going to do? He's been sitting there watching me the whole time try to get close to men. He didn't think it was going to work. I think everybody else was more shocked, but he was, you know, and in the essence, he just felt bad for me. Damn, dude, every time she gets out there, they fuck her over so bad. And that's our relationship. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go out here and do this again. Don't watch, but watch. He gets it, bro. He knows I'm not out. Yeah, like, he literally knows I'm just sitting here fucking trying to, you know, be the best fucking girl I could be, and it's not easy. He knows I'm not out doing stupid shit. He knows I'm not praising God and shit. Why? Because, I mean, in essence, I spent months and months spending, you know, telling him what I, you know, talking to him all day, every day about what I would do all day, every day. He knows what I do. He knows what I do when I wake up, the kind of shit that pops in my head. He knows that when I'm feeling, when I'm going off on people, he knows exactly what they did to set me off. He knows that I'm going to be okay. He knows everything. He knows how I am. He doesn't really care. I mean, he cares in the sense of he's concerned about my well-being because I'm out there being an idiot and people are fucking me over all the time. But he's, you know, he's rooting for me because he knows I'll figure this shit out. It's kind kind of a sad thing to watch. And he's not the only one. You know, Daddy Yankee and Jack Jack and all of them, they watch. They're like, damn. They watch with, you know, admiration and love. You know what I mean? But at the same time, yeah. Like, she's got to learn how to live a life. I can't. She's got to learn life. I got to give her the freedoms to learn some shit. Don't worry, she's going to fuck it all up. She'll be home soon. She'll call me. She's not doing nothing bad. That's fucking her life up right now. She'll be alright. On page 69. The reverse card tells you that it's time to grow up. There's more to life than having a good time, and you may be living beyond your means. Surrounded by insincere hanger-oners, in for what they can get out of you. Damn it, Russ. This is forever your conversation, bro. We know you're not making enough money off of each of those songs to maintain this lifestyle, bro. And in a couple weeks' time, we'll know how much you made last year. Why? Because tax information is fucking totally Googleable. I can look up your net worth for 2024. It might be there now. I haven't yet. We'll see how much you make, and then how much you spend versus all of this shit. They actually know the price tags of the shit you're wearing. They know how much it costs for you to catch a private plane. They know how much it costs for all the shit that you're purchasing. You'll be able to do the math on this shit. But it doesn't matter. I'm not your accountant. I'm telling you, the shit doesn't add up. Or is it your attitude towards work immature? That's it. He keeps trying to do what never worked for him before. Have you talked yourself into a job you can't actually do? That would be your girlfriend too. She got everyone convinced that they can all be an artist if they just follow your stupid blueprint of blasting out a song every week. There's no art in that. It's a fucking inventory line of bullshit. Or are you trying to start a business without any proper foundations? And you don't. You don't have the credentials to be, you know what I mean, mainstream. Perhaps you just get bored easily and never finish anything you start. That would be your bullshit ass, weenie ass. Where's your hair product? And all this other bullshit ass you were talking about. You're such a fucking clown. Everything's a good idea, and then you get in and you're in over your head, and you have to abort, just losing money left and right. He's cool on losing. He's a cool loser in the sense of that's why he's so pissed off, because he's always losing. The Knight of Wands reverse may represent you or a person in your life. He has all the negative qualities of fire, so he's impatient, arrogant, immature, and argumentative. He does it on the internet by himself in his stories, but I like to, you know, start the fucking argument for sure. I'm sure he's going to explain himself. He always does. And what I meant to say, and what he did that, like, that was what I had to get through to get to these things. He was saying something. He was trying to explain his whole album, and for the umpteenth time that he's selling fucking shit that's not signed. Why is he making it such a big deal? Because for Santiago, he told everyone that they would get a signed copy, and when it got to him, it was auto-signed. He never actually put the pen to the paper. So then he had to turn around and do a fucking cleanup crew and send out, you know what I mean, actually sign shit and send it out. So this time he's trying to make it work because it didn't work last time. Is it working for you? That was after he spent $1 million on listening parties where he invited random fans into the middle of the desert and lavished them with alcohol and headphones and let them listen to Santiago. Then he came with a fucking short film, and he invited friends to the grand opening and gave them popcorns and drinks, and it was a big fucking fat show. Nobody bought tickets to this shit, bro. This is his fucking, you know what I mean? No fucking finance shit like that. They call that, you know, use of petty cash. This is a petty guy, dude. What the fuck are you doing? I can't even begin to explain how dumb it is. You know what I mean? Then he made jerseys. Listen to this. He made jerseys with the dates of fucking shows. So meaning he was only going to sell jerseys of that show on that date, and they were only good for that date. Meaning, like, what? He's the dumbest, dude. His creative team is they lack all creativity, all of them. Ugh, idiot. I want to show you how they're marketing their fucking coffee. Gaffle, made by Mulan. He's using his same dumb people, which is his dumb wannabe models, his dumb wannabe fucking directive artists, his dumb wannabe fucking videographers. All these people that have no certification are going to make this product real. It's just as dumb as Logic trying to sell children's clothing when he's a rapper, not a father. That don't make sense. You don't put the clothes on him. You have no, but no, he's not. He's trying to put his girl into a position. Having children doesn't make you a designer of children's clothing. Where they're crawling around the floor and you're smoking weed. You're an idiot. Idiot. All of you. You're not qualified. You just see somebody had a great idea and you want to make it yours and think that, you know, that's her and her stupid, and then his stupid girlfriend came out with fucking merch. She came out with a fucking two-top that she said is a fucking skirt. She wants little girls with their vaginas hanging out. You know what I mean? She comes out with all this bullshit. You guys are full of shit. You're doing anything to sell your fucking, to make a dollar, but all you're doing is investing all of Russ's money into nothing. Nothing! There's more to life than having a good time, and you may be living beyond your means, surrounded by insincere hanger-oners, and for what you can get out of you. Then there's his mom, who's never had a job, and he has to take out all the time. Or his sister, who doesn't have a job. Or his brother, that doesn't have a job. Do you realize that he is surrounded by fucking unemployed people that he employs, and that gives them a job, but in the mix of them working for him, nothing ever works in his life, and he has no idea why nothing works? The lead of this bullshit. Sorry. Breathe in. Breathe out. Or is it your attitude or work immature? Have you talked yourself into a job you can't really do, or trying to start a business without any proper foundations? The Knight reverse may represent you or a person in your life. It has all the negative qualities, blah, blah, blah. He acts without thinking of the consequences, leaving trouble in his wake wherever he goes. If you're hoping he will commit in a relationship, he won't. He's far too selfish. And that's another thing, too. You guys are disgusting. You, like, compete for the attention of opposite sexes. How many dudes listen to rap Russ the rapper? None. You want to be accepted by a masculine energy, but you're in feminine energy. Your best songs are girl songs. And that's what got her big, because she loves being a girl. But all the other songs, nobody cares about. They don't, none of that. You're conforming to what they want, but that's not who you are, and you're not real. And that's, you know, the conformity of, you know, humanity to be liked and accepted. You'll do anything. You'll change, you'll lose yourself to be what they want. But they won't, because it's only a temporary desire. They only think it's cool now. Their wants and desires are forever changing. You might be cool to them today, but they're not going to listen to you tomorrow. Why? Because the only constant is change. If you put out a great song today, they like you. But if you put out a song they don't like tomorrow, they no longer like you. Can you control what you put out? And if they like it, Russ tries to. He tries to have control over people's likes and only do what people like. But he cannot. He cannot control people's likes. You're just like me, forever changing. You know, after you experience it, you tend to want more out of life. That was a cool song, but can we change it now? Can we listen to somebody else? He's kind of monotonous. His voice sounds the same in everything. He's talking about the same shit in every song. There's no difference in this guy anymore. And that's it. You don't want to listen to the same radio station. You don't want to watch the same program. You don't want to eat the same food. We have the ability to feed ourselves what we want when you're not feeding us. And you can't keep feeding us the same old bullshit, because we can get it anywhere else. And it sounds better from them. Where are we at? It's not for you. Hey! Let's open one of these. I have 2 of them that's been sitting here. Oh, we're playing chess, not checkers. Let's see what their message is. Where'd you get this? I don't know. Ooh. What does it say? It's not for you. Act boldly, and unseen forces will come to your aid. Did you see that? That's God. Read it. Act boldly, and unseen forces will come to your aid. That's God. Do what you can do and let him do the rest. Thank you. I love it. And I love these cookies. They're really good. Alright, it's not for you. Who's not for you? Me? Everything? God? It's a no, bro. Why do you guys keep trying to go after shit that's not for you? Ask God. He said no. I'm sure he did. He told you why, too. You're not listening, idiot. He tells me. I don't like it either. Alright, 20 and 21. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Told you. He told me to leave him alone, and then the next day he showed me why. When he told me to walk away from Marshall, he showed me why. I just have to do what he says. He'll show me the why later. You don't need to know why. And that's what it is with your parents. They told you no. Why? I'm not going to explain why. It's a fucking no. You guys want a whole explanation. It's a fucking no. You never just tell your kids no. Your girlfriend, they need an explanation. You have to convince them that it's a no. No, they're going to convince you into yes is what's going to happen. It's a fucking no. You're not convincing him that this is the right thing for you. I'm going to tell you that. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. I'm seeing Russ and Lewis. It's a no, bitch. You're not getting an award for nothing. Same thing, Marshall. It's a fucking no. I told you, bitches, bro. God said, I don't care. And then I told him to give it to you just so he could laugh at you and see that it doesn't make you happy. It's not. And I agree with him. It won't. It won't stop you in your pursuit. If he thought it would make you happy, he'd give it to you. It's not going to make you happy. Oscar was not going to make me happy. He showed me that. You were going to fight with this guy. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was not going to make me happy. You did not make me happy. Up until that point, I thought you could. It is as it's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel as though you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of the card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, and that indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. I told you. He felt it yesterday. You felt it and I felt it through you. What? Truth. Accept it. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to release the album and consider your loss and just ride this out. You can't give up now. You can't push it any further. You're coming up against real artists now. The further you go into summer, the more you're going to have to come up against more artists. Your best bet is to drop it now before they fucking, you know what I mean? But you can't. Because now you have to sign all of these things. You can't drop it before that because you promised them that they would get this is it. Making promises you can't keep. You promised them that you would get them their albums within the week that it was released. You can't release the album until you finish signing this fucking merch. And the longer it takes you to sign it, the further it goes into your fucking ticket sales for your fucking tour, and you're fighting other artists. You think you're the only one that came up with an album this year. Everybody knows to drop a summer album. You're stupid, bro. You should have dropped it in the spring, moron. Nobody's dropping shit in the spring. You ever watch Marshall? He's smart about it. He does a lot of shit in October and shit. He has a schedule to it. I watch him. Look at the release dates on all his albums. I see patterns, bro. I see lots of patterns. Anyway, you're fucked. Just accept it. And don't put any more into it. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Lewis is fucked. Don't put no more emotional fucking investment into this. See yourself through the end of the season, but are you going to see yourself doing this again next season? You fucking reap what you sowed, dude. What do you want me to tell you? That's not going to happen, and that's you twin flames too, idiots. This relationship isn't for you. How many times has got to keep telling you that? This job isn't for you. This isn't working. I still can't pay my bills because you weren't supposed to live here. I'm telling you, you know it's not working, but you keep fucking thugging it out. Making your life hell. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. And that's what it says. Act boldly. Unseen forces will come to your aid. Relationship message. Oh wait. Let's see. What did it say down here? Forces. Yeah, your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. You can't. It can't make way when you haven't made it. You haven't created space for it. If you're holding on to something old, something new can't come through. It's the truth. Message. New relationships carry an intimate seed of failure, an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning. You knew that this wasn't going to work from the beginning, that you didn't want to marry this person and have babies with them. Now what are you going to do? I'm looking at Rush too. Rush, you're in trouble, bro. You're in so much trouble. You built such a liar out of you. Rush is about 33. In 2 years, he'll be 35. If he doesn't have a baby soon, he'll be an old father. He's messing around with little girls that don't want to ruin their body. They don't want to be wives. They don't want to be that, but that's what Russ wants. Russ wants a family of his own. But he's with a girl that he can't have that. Did your bitch say... I couldn't believe it. I didn't say it because I didn't want you to know I was there, because I thought it was just unbelievable that they made me see it. On Mother's Day, this bitch posted... She's like, I'm a mother too. And she posted his dogs. You couldn't just let Mother's Day be about mothers. You had to make this day about you too, bitch. Yeah, you're a whole dog. A whole bitch. You're those dogs' mother. That makes you a bitch. A female dog. Bent over on all fours. That's why I didn't say anything on Mother's Day, because I knew I was going to get ugly about that. But anyways, that's what she did. And that's it. It's like, you're not going to make a woman out of her. And that's why you said that line, her titties don't give you oxytocin or whatever that means. Because she can't breastfeed. Can you breastfeed with fake boobs? That's going to be painful. They fill up with milk. And you have plastic pushing against the skin that's already in there. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Which means you can't nurture your child properly. It needs your body's essence to give to it. I'm just pointing out the absolute obvious. And then you got Lewis, who's 40. You're going to be 61 if you start now. You'll be 61 on their 21st birthday, Lewis. Is that out? You're not having kids? Weren't you going to be a great father? Aren't you a great uncle? Your career doesn't allow it. You still have to fall in love. You still have to find a woman that wants to give up her life and body to you and your dream. Keep dreaming. I'm guaranteed 99. What are you guaranteed? You know how long you live? Do you outlive your children? Do you live old enough to watch your children grow? To be part of the grandchildren? I'm just saying, you're just wasting life, bro. This idea of one day I'm going to have a happy family, when? And what are you doing to make that happen? Oscar, I know you're in your upper fucking 30s. That makes you just as likely, dude, to have to be a 6-year-old fucking father. How are you going to keep up with your kids when you're that old? Kim Kardashian's my age, you know that? There's nothing to keep up with. That's why she's creating the new generation. So you can keep up with them and she's still keeping the money. The kids are supposed to carry on your legacy. What are they carrying on? Your curses. You came here to be happy with someone. To find a partner, a friend, to the end. Build a family and a kingdom. Have a happy, exciting life. Explore the beautiful things of this world. Spread love. Watch your children grow old and for them to enjoy their lives and find the things that you found in your life. Guide them through those things. But ultimately, that's what we want. We want our children to find love and find a family and find, happiness. For most of you, you haven't even had that family. You haven't even found that on your own. Russ, are you going to waste this whole life being, the father to your family instead of creating your own? You can't marry Jonica. I mean, you could marry her, but are you going to create children with her? She knows how to cook. She's going to sit at home and be a good mother with your child when it's crying. She's not going to be drinking and be on the internet and be cruising through streets. I want to point out that everybody keeps highlighting Timothy Charlemagne and fucking Kylie Jenner. But in no pictures have you ever seen him around her child. And that the fact that she has a baby daddy, none of this, that you guys just want to eliminate the fact that she is a mother. You want to romanticize her relationship with this boy. Is he a stepfather? Is that what he's playing with her? Is he playing stepfather to her child? Or is she pretending she's not a mother? Did he say Happy Mother's Day to her? How come none of you said Happy Mother's Day to your wives? None of you did. I waited to see how many of you really cared. And F's wife took off and had a girls' day. She left him with the kids. Hopefully him, and not just a babysitter. Hopefully him. And he can handle his kids for the day. Hopefully. You didn't praise these women that you tried to. You didn't really celebrate them. Russ took his mom out to feed her. She's a hungry hoe. Hungry hippo, bro. What? What's she gonna do? Buy her another car? Another purse? Something? What are you gonna do for her? You're gonna keep rewarding her for your, you know what I mean, for what you are. She didn't create you. She created all the fucking madness. She didn't even believe in you. And still, you're trying to prove that you're good enough to her. As a rapper. Unemployed. 33. You guys don't have a future. You're in your 30s, dude. None of you are gonna give her kids or anything. She's not gonna be a grandmother. She didn't create grown children. Going back to your relationships, they're non-existent, bro. You're nowhere in the near future of a happy family. Why? Because when you go out on a date, you tell people you're not looking for that. You're not even real about it. That's not even in your desires. That's not even in the conversation. I tell every motherfucker, I'm looking to get married and have kids. I want something real. I don't want to play all this. I'm not going to sleep with you unless we're making a baby. And you're going to stay with me forever. Straight to the point. And it scares the shit out of them. They really want it. They just never heard somebody say it. So they don't know if they can be that person. I thought any man can. I thought that's what makes a man and a woman. Is that kind of level of commitment. Okay, get the fuck out of my face. Go fuck somebody. And that's what happened. You know, as this independent single woman, I didn't want that. But I was lying. I wanted that dearly. I just didn't think I was deserving, and I had fears of what had happened last time, and you wouldn't want my children. And you wouldn't want to be that man in my family. No, I'm very obvious. I have 2 teenagers, and we're having 2 more. I'm leading a freaking a religious or a spiritual revolution in the name of God, building a utopia, and we're going to do great things. You want to ride or die with me? Go halves on a baby or 2. That's what I told Marshall. You want to wrestle? Go halves on the baby. That was the best game I had at that point. That's it. Bobby asked me. Everybody asked me. They know what I want. I don't lie about what I want, and I'm worthy of what I want. Yeah, not everybody wants the same things as me, but I don't have to sit here with somebody pretending like they want the same things. And Bobby told me he couldn't be that guy over and over. So I took what I could of him, but never was going to get what I wanted. And he made it clear that he couldn't be what I wanted. He said that over and over and over. And then I had to accept it. When are you going to accept that they're not your forever? They're just here for a phase in your life. And then you look at Bobby and his wife. Are you going to stay with her forever? Unhappy? We know you're unhappy. If you were sleeping with me, you're unhappy. No, it was a mistake. What? You mistakenly felt that way? You're not going to feel that way again in your relationship? You'll never feel that way again? You don't know how feelings work, idiots. You guys and your repressed feelings, trying to deny them. Yeah, you feel that way. You think about me all the time. Don't tell me that. You're unhappy, but you'd rather choose unhappiness than the fucking, you know what I mean, to put in all that hard work. I don't want to have to be single again. Oh, you're going to stay single until you start working on yourself. You don't have what it takes to be in a relationship, a real one. And that's that saying. It's like they'll settle for you because they don't got what it takes to be with a woman like me. They don't have to be a husband, a provider, a protector. They don't have to serve God. They don't have to be honest and create babies. They don't have to be, you know what I mean? They don't have to be anything for you. For me, they got to be everything. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're not, or that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for the sake of your sake. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. Interesting. Prosperity message. That's my daughter. I saw my daughter. What happened? She said in the middle of lunch, this autistic kid came up, called her Becky, and asked her to go to the dance with her. And she said yes. And I took that very serious. I was like, well, hold on, Becky. Or maybe she called him something else. It started with a B. I was like, hold on, Becky. Obviously, he was brave enough to ask you, and he might take this serious. And when he goes home and tells his mom that he has a date to a first dance, she's going to take this very serious. And while you're over here asking me if you can wear a tux or a suit, we might have a problem. If you show up with this boy at a dance in a suit, they're going to call him gay. They're going to make fun of him. We need to talk about all of this, dude. All of this. And then this morning I brought it back up, too. I was like, I know that this isn't fair to ask you, but you're in the position to make a memory for somebody, a self-sacrificing, you know what I mean, a social sacrificing memory for this kid. I was like, Amelia, if he really asked you, even if he called you the wrong name, he finally found a date. I was like, this is going to be CJ next year. CJ's not going to find, it's going to take him forever to build up the strength to go ask a girl to come to the dance. If he can do it. If he does it, I've got to make sure that he's the best date for that girl. You know what I mean? I got to make sure he looks right, he treats her right, and he's, you know, this is his first attempt at a date. This is a big deal. I was like, this boy, if he is autistic and slow and whatever, this is a huge deal for him and his mother. I know it's a big deal for you, but this is nothing for you. You're going to go to proms. You're going to go to fucking homecomings. You're going to do all of that stuff. This is just a quick little adventure for you. Can you make this a good memory for this person, please? I'm asking you to do something. God is asking you. He put you in a position to create a memory for this kid. It was like, if he's like you say he is, he's not going to have a good year, and high school's not going to be kind to him. It's going to be twice as hard. But if you go with him and you show him and give him that confidence, then next year when he's in there as a sophomore, you know what I mean, as a freshman, and he wants to ask someone, he'll remember that he asked you and you went, and he'll have that confidence. You can build this boy up for his future. You can do a public justice. Or you could tell him no and just go with your friends. But you could tell him yes and still go with your friends and make his life, you know what I mean, real powerful. This is big for him, his mother, and his life. She said he's an autistic kid. He's a little slow and shit. He called her the wrong name and just kind of blurted it out in the middle of lunch. Which is that. They try to ask you on a dance. He found someone he felt safe enough to ask. And she said yes. You can't turn around and just tell him no. And you definitely can't show up in a suit. It's not that. I told her she could wear a suit. I was fine until a boy asked her, and I don't want her to embarrass the boy. That's all. They'll tease him, not you. They'll tease him. You know what I mean? They'll make him, and that's it. She's like, well, then I'll just tell him I won't go. I was like, how about you just go as a girl and change his life? God gave you an opportunity to make someone's life better. It won't hurt you to dress up as a girl and be pretty. You're going to go, you're going to have fun, and it'll be over. You'll go to many dances. This might be the only one he does go to. This might be the most important memory he ever had. I never went to a dance. It was like, Selena Gomez just had her new boyfriend make the dance experience for her because she never had that memory. You can give this kid a good memory, and he could call you something else. I don't know what he called her, but it started with a B, and it wasn't her name. I thought it was cute, but it was very heavy to me. It's like you have an opportunity to be, a goddess for this boy. Yeah, maybe another boy would ask you. But this boy asked you, and you said yes. Is what I told her this morning, and I hope it goes well. But she might reject him. Because she doesn't want to, I tried to put the right thing in her. In the essence, it's like, yeah, I'm asking you to sacrifice your experience for someone else. But it's not like it's her school, dude. She's only been here for 2 weeks. She's just like me. She's just going to have fun. She got invited to a party. She'll dress up and she'll go. But this is a big experience for him. You know what I mean? And if you don't go with a date, then who's going to dance with you? He's going to ask you to dance. These are all things and stuff. So, and she's scared. And, think about it. How hard it must have been for him to ask somebody. And she already told me a bunch of guys have been bothering her. You know, they want to talk to the new girl. And here comes the autistic kid that comes to take her hand. I want her to go with him and give him a good memory, give him a good life. Not out of pity, but because you have the ability. I don't know. It's up to her, though. It's her life, too. I hope she doesn't just reject him. You know what I mean? Because then he'll be there all alone. You know, he already believes that she said yes. She's going to ruin him just by not showing up. And he'll still see her there, and that'll be even worse. I hope she does the right thing, but I can't make her do what I think is right. You see where I'm coming from, though, right? But she's a teenage girl. She's 14. She should care about her own dance, and all I care about is her doing the right thing. Parents don't always know what's right for you. And she might do it just because I guilted her into it, because I made her feel bad for this person. She might do it for that reasons, and that's it, too, is kids just want to do the right thing. If I show her this is the right thing, she's going to do it, but that doesn't mean she'll be happy doing it. And that's where we get molded. I'm trying to mold her, but at the same time not control her. Just because I think this is right doesn't mean that this is going to be right for you. And that's where I got to stand back. If she says no, then she did what was right for her. And I feel bad for the boy. But lots of girls treat boys like that in middle school and high school. They reject them as we're talking about this, you know? And as a person that gets rejected all the time, naturally, I feel bad for him. I know what rejection feels like. More than anybody. In essence, that's what all of this led to. You rejected me, so I had to walk away. I can't beg you. I can't stand here looking stupid. If you're not going to talk to me, I've got to walk away. And you're not talking to me because there's something wrong with me. You're not talking to me because there's something wrong with you. And that's really what it is. It's like, if Milia doesn't go to the dance with this boy, it's not because of who the boy is. She said yes right away. If she doesn't go to the dance with this boy, it's because of what's wrong with her. Because she don't want to wear a dress. That means something's wrong with her. That's all. It's not, you know, but he's not going to know that if she don't talk to him. That's what I said too. And maybe talk to him today and ask him if it's okay if you wear a suit. I don't know. And it's on Friday. You know what I mean? Like pushing her limits. She's facing a tower on a Friday. Oh, man. I hope it all goes well. I hope nobody roofies her. I hope she doesn't lose her virginity at the first dance. Then you gotta be like, oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have 2 more. You want to be a teenager? You want to stand here and, you know, meet the kid? Meet the kid. I'm seeing Bad Boys where that kid comes to the door and they're all mean with him. We gotta meet this boy. My daughter has a date, and that's what happened in Oklahoma. This boy started dating her. She still breaks up and talks to him all the time. Shows up at my house with $69. He's taking her to get an ice cream. I'm telling her I'm gonna send Mr. Plum to the ice cream shop to watch them. I'm gonna follow him in my car and shit. How am I gonna tell her to date when I ain't got dating? It's hilarious. It's great times. Anyways, yeah, stop pushing it. Prosperity. You can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seems to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort was wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat. And that's it. You learn what not to do. You fucked around and you found out. And I love Benjamin Franklin. Man, he kept trying to catch a lightning bolt. He learned a lot of things not to do when fucking with lightning. And lived to tell us all about it. Like, how many times did he go storm chasing and get fucked up? I'd be out there, oh, here comes Big Ben. Let's go watch this. This is going to be great. In the sense of he's never going to give up, that damn fool. And that's that Forrest Gump. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed. Although perhaps not at this game. Not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. Lewis, you're either going to retire a winner or you're going to retire a loser, bro. You know that's the only options you ever had. You think retiring a winner comes with that 8 time. You keep this up, you're going to retire a loser, dickhead. Come on, Lewis, don't do this, bro. You have lost for 2 years straight. You're on a 3rd year, bro. 4 years of losing? That's like 4 years of attempting to get a bachelor's degree. You're not going to get the degree, bro. You don't get the degree. And that goes back to Oscar. Oscar's videos date back from 2020, 2022, when my awakening. What do you have to show for yourself, bro? You're in survival mode. You're not winning anything. And this especially to you, Oscar. Know when to fold your cards. It's not about getting a new deck. If you think you're such a master of tarot, then where are you supposed to go from here? Every message is the same. You do 12 signs, extendeds, all of it. Where's the challenge in what you do? You're not challenging yourself to anything. You're in your south node, nice and comfortable. You've got a working system and it works for you, but nothing's working and you're not happy. You're bored all the time, chasing a fart in the wind. What's the final outcome? What are you doing all of this for, Oscar? For clout. Check out my travel channel. Look at the places I've been. Check out my pictures. Look at how I'm living my life. What is the difference between you and my celebrity, Russ? Show me there's differences in the way you guys live your lives. You can't show me there's any difference in your intentions. Your words mean shit. It's action, bro. You know this as a fire sign. Take action, bro. Show me the money. No, show me you're different from them. Show me you're different from this world, bro. That you're authentic. Any of you, please. I'm gonna cry. Do you know what the hard part about being me is? I'm one of a kind. There's nobody like me. So therefore I don't fit in. I have to create a space for myself and take up room. I don't fit in your, you know what I mean, in your boxes. I don't fit in your packaging. I don't fit in your labels. Down to my music. Are you a singer or are you a rapper? I don't do either. I'm a horrible singer and I can't rap. Is any of that true? I'm an amazing singer and I'm a badass rapper. But I'm not one or the other. I'm both. I'm all. Are you good or evil? There's no such thing as evil. But I can be bad to the bone. In the sense of, it's a duality. Not everything needs to make sense. This needs to make sense. You guys need to stop. Marshall, you're going for a Grammy next year? What's the point of your world tour? Expansion, right? Sell tickets, sell albums, get more people, get more money. That's what all of you are doing. Get more people, get more money. I don't do that on YouTube. I make no money off of my people and I don't even know who you are. More people has more problems. I mean, God gives me more money for dealing with you, but I guess. Protection message. Don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. I never heard a tarot reader say obsessed until him. He's in an obsessive energy. Don't bang your head against the wall. There's nothing romantic about what is unavailable. That's you fucking tarot or your fucking twin flames. Let's check on the person that's not talking to you. And that goes back to you, Oscar. You're fucking feeding them their own sickness. You're stalking them for them. You're obsessed for them, dude. All 12 signs, you know what's going on in people's love lives, and you know they're not good. And you're going to keep doing this with them. You're a fucking methadone clinic to it. You know these relationships aren't going anywhere, but you keep telling them that they are. They're going to come back around. This is for the best. This is this and this is that. No. There's nothing romantic about what isn't available. No prize given for torturing yourself. Nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags and that have been waiting and waving at you since you began your pursuit. And that's all of you that say you're on a twin flame journey or a soulmate connection. You're romanticizing fucking drama and karma. And that's Kelly. Kelly hasn't made no real videos in a long time, but is she still believing this? It's been 7 years for her of no contact. 7 years. At what point are you going to realize that? How old does your child have to get for you to realize this isn't his father and this isn't your happily ever after? He's not even a father to your child. How could he possibly be a man of God, sent to you by the divine? He's not even there for his child, let alone you. And it's probably the child that makes him run away from you. Because really, you're easy to maintain. All you need is some dick. This is painful shit, bro. And you're denying your child a father because you don't see that his father is denying him. And you're saying this is a twin flame journey, bro. You're saying that this is divine. This is how God works. And that goes back to you, fat friend, Alicia, Turning Tides Tarot. How long have you been doing this? Chasing a fucking twin flame. You're not in a twin flame. You're obsessing over a karmic relationship that you haven't learned your lesson from, and you've been holding on to it since I met you. And I've known you guys for 3 years. You're not dating or nothing. You're imitating my card reads. And that was magnetize yourself yesterday. Every word I say, she tries to put in a video and put it on some other woman or man or somebody. None of you are doing any of this. You just want to claim this as your life. There's nothing romantic about what you're doing. You're suffering. You're telling people that they're making triumphs in their life, but they're not. They're suffering and crying and coming back to your channel looking for hope to keep going. And you keep telling them to stay where they are and everything will work out. You're keeping them in hell. But that's your own beliefs. You really believe that they should stay there and this will work out. She really believes, without a shadow of a doubt, which is all of her shadows, that this man is her twin flame given to her by God, that she was with him in other lives, and that in this life he will wake up and be with her, and they will be a happily ever after. How's that working out for you? It never worked for me. The only thing that works for me is when I put that thought down and I keep going. You're not going anywhere. And this is for all of you that are hoping, that goes back to Sophie and her fucking, it's been 2 months. I hope you're not pulling up at his fucking house still stalking him. He's living his life. You're supposed to get a life. You can't go back to it. It ended. They're not talking to you because they have a life to live. You're not supposed to be sitting there waiting for someone to come love you. They're not going to love you like that. You're being desperate and needy, obsessive, and codependent. But you want to say it's spiritual. That's not how this works. Silo, Guru, come tell these stupid fucking Americans that this is not God's love. That these aren't relationships of the spirit. That none of this is real, please. Can you tell them, please? It's in every religion, but they keep believing it. They won't give up on a person that gave up on them. Are you this person that won't give up on a person that gave up on you? Bobby gave up on me. He left me and rejected me. I'm not going to sit there and wonder why and hope that he'll come back and love me one day. I got the message very clear. I'm going to go on with my life. This is going to hurt that I got, you know what I mean? That I thought what I thought was real, it was not. Ali made that song about this. What if I told you that I loved you? What if I told you that I need you? Would you tell me that you need me too? Would you tell me that you love me too? Or was this all just a game? Yeah, they're playing games, bro. Because they don't want to marry you. They don't want to have children with you. They don't want to struggle with you. They don't want nothing to really do with you. Not unless you make them look good. You guys better be careful with this. You're messing with your life, and the years are going to go by. And for those of you that want to have children, you're not going to be able to. Your wombs are gonna dry up, and these men are not gonna be able to blow fucking loads like they used to, because they've been blowing them on every girl before you. They wasted all their goodness before they got to you, and there's no good to give to you. Which means they have no future to give to you because they blew it. They blew their future having fun before they got to you. The only reason Kourtney Kardashian started fucking having babies is because I sent that for her. She removed herself so that she could have a happy life. and therefore she was worthy of it. So shall it be. She was denied a good husband. She was denied that family experience. She became a single mother too quickly, and she was denied it. It took her a lot of time to be by herself and heal herself and step away from the acts and the fucking behaviors of her family, and to go out and create a new family, to be forgiving and to, you know, believe in it. She didn't just jump on a dick just to have a man. You know what I mean? She waited till love came and she got it, and then with love, she got her family. He wanted the same things. And yeah, she's my age. I think she's older than me. She's 44. She's pregnant again, right? Or something like that. She had to wait that long. And she had to do a lot of work. And she had to separate herself from the life that she had prior to that, to be that, you know, to be that mother. And that's what set her apart. Now, you know, her sisters idolized that, and they decided they were going to get men and have babies too. They're not even mothers like Courtney. They're not mothers. They're just Kardashians. They're baby mamas is what they are. Because men don't fuck with them to have children. And they're not raising theirs. And I go back to Timothée Chalamet. Is that stepdaddy? He worked this hard in his life to be stepdaddy to a black kid? Do you guys understand this? Do you see the reality in front of you? Are you playing dumb? Why do you think she's hiding her baby? She's hiding the fact that she's a whole mother and she's part of a whole fucking fucked up family and everything. She's trying to run away from her responsibilities and be with this little boy her own age and have a new life. Be somebody's new wife. Go to fucking basketball games and be seen at awards and shit like that. She's a typical Kardashian. For sure. Or I guess I should say a fucking Jenner. No, because her sister's in that... Well, you know, never mind. Is Timothée Chalamet looking at her as a wife and he's going to have children with her? And he's going to play stepdad to Travis Scott's fucking, you know, what is it, a daughter? Stormy? How can they be going for a year straight and not one picture of him with her daughter? How can she be a mother and all of this time she's out in the streets and no pictures of her with her daughter? How can you have a long-standing relationship without your daughter? Question. Now let's go back to Cardi B and her and Offset's children. Did she not step into the stepmother role? Is this dude that's fucking her about to raise her children? Is he going to raise Offset's kids? If you're not ready to be a father or a stepfather, stop using your dick, dickhead. And it goes back to the rest of you with your legs wide open. Ruining people's lives. Ooh, the children you're having. Alright, anyways, no prize given for torturing yourself and nothing gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you begun your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There's no other goals, other lovers, other games, there's other goals, other lovers, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit wants only the best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust. And what does it say as I opened it up? Act boldly, and the unseen forces will come to your aid. For anybody new, I encourage you to watch a few of my Friday videos. I teach you how to do this. We will do this again this Friday. I do it till the day I die. You have to let go of something for something new to come in. Under the full moon, for whatever reason, this is, you know, oh, well, it's the Scorpio. That's why. Death, transformation, and rebirth. It's not usually so present in the middle of the week. But we're under a full moon, and the energy's right for it. You can seize the day. And when you do, unseen forces will come to your aid. This is how it works, right? I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's going to be okay. When you have lost it, and that's it, Marshall, I'm hearing that song, Love the Way You Lie. I've had enough. I'm going to pack up my shit and I'm going to get on the other side of this door. I don't know what's on the other side of that door, how I'm going to live. You know, I encouraged Bianca to get out. She did for a minute, but she had to go back, and that's it. How many times will she leave? According to domestic violence, 7 to 15 times before she actually gets away from him now. Well, there's one. Don't give up on yourself and your freedom. You've got to get away from this man. He's my twin flame, but I know he's destroying you because he's destroyed everything. He's destroying everyone around him. You need to act boldly for yourself. You're not alone. And that's for anyone, you know what I mean? To my men, I've had enough. I'm not going, you know, get your shit and go out. What's the unseen forces? God will speak to you on the other side when you're crying and in your darkest hour. He will tell you what to do. He will show you a way. He will give you inspiration. He'll give you an idea. Go call so-and-so. Go do this. You'll be okay. You just need to do this. God will come to your aid. But you have to make the change. You have to do this. It's all about taking action. Today is it's aligned for it. It's in perfect alignment. I pulled out my wolf spirit. There's all these guys that talk about the wolf. I did a ceremony in the beginning on the top of a mountain in Minnesota. When I came down from my ceremony, I can't really get it out, I'd have to use it. It was like a circle, and inside of it was a bunch of fur. Wolf fur. I wrapped it up and I brought it, and then I bought this bottle in the Twin Cities and I put it in there. I carry the spirit of the wolf. You know, you got Wolfman, and then you got Russ trying to say that he's a wolf and all of this shit. Do you know what it takes to be one of the dogs? It's cool, huh? When you feel it, it feels interesting. It's beautiful. There was lots of it. I just wrapped it up and grabbed it, and then it started raining. Of course, every time I do one of those, here comes the rain and the wind to take my magic away. The wolf spirit is about freedom, but it's also about protection. It's about unity. It's about family. It's about leadership. Being a leader isn't in front. They'll show you if you know the hierarchy of the packs. The strongest members are in the front, the middle, and the back. The strongest are in the back, protecting the crowd. There's those that are strong in the front, and those in the middle that can protect. You don't always have to be on top to be the strongest. You know what I mean? And that's it. It's like Kobe's ability to lead others to greatness is what made him better than everyone else. He wasn't just great. He could teach greatness. He could inspire greatness upon others. You all have that when you stop chasing greatness. You have when you realize how great you are, the greatness that God has made you, and that you were made for great things, and you can spread that greatness. You're living in your purpose. But trying to find something outside of you to make you, that's not good. All you're going to find is tough lessons. This was a good one. I don't know what to label it. I'm starving. I have so much to do myself. Take it easy. One task at a time. You know what I mean? We get her done. You know? But you have to do something. It's the energy for it. Today you have to act in it. You have to take action in your life. You can't just let it pass by, and you can't be mad that other people are living their life because they're fighting the fears that you're afraid of. They have the same fears. They have the same, not maybe the same financial fucking barriers, but they have barriers that are stopping them too. It's their attitude. It's that Mamba mentality. I'm going to get better at this. We're going to get this. And the definition of insanity is to keep living your life the way that it is, expecting it to get better. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. If you want a better life, you've got to quit your life. If you want a new life, if you want a new car, if you want a new anything, it's the laws of attraction, it's the laws of the universe. Where there's a need, you know what I mean? There's a space. If there's a need, God shall meet all needs. He doesn't have to give you what you want. Now, if you need a new job, then you show him you need it by quitting the job you have. And you trust him. You know what I mean? That's where all of this magic works, as a co-creator. You're not a god. You co-create with God. Only through God, who gives you strength. Yeah, you have it all within you. But without channeling it with, you know what I mean, the divine, you're nothing. You're a waste of powers, because you're only using it for self-gain, and there's no gain in yourself. The only way you truly win is when other people win. When you could look back and say, you know, that's Kobe. He doesn't have to come back to life. He might, we talk about it sometimes, he might in the future come enjoy one more life. Enjoy it. But, you know, they don't have to. They came and they changed people's lives like they meant to do. Not everyone accepted them, but they did what they could to change the world. They couldn't change it fully, and that's where they come and I take their change and we make this change together, you know? Michael Jackson changed the world. DMX changed the world. Fucking Nipsey changed the world. Pac changed the world. Easy changed the world. They all changed the world. Mac changed the world by their perception, by their words, by their visions, by their beliefs. Joe Bart is changing the world. He's not going to look back on this life and say, I wish I would have done something. He's going to look back at all the people that he inspired and all the lives that he made better by just living his shitty life. And that'll give him fulfillment in the afterlife. When you sit back, you're like, you know, as Kanye, I couldn't just leave you here. I can go back. I can save them. I can do this. I can make this better. Now that I've seen what it takes. And some of them, they want that chance. They want that chance to come back. Mac's coming back. He wanted to make it better. He wanted to make a bigger impact on humanity. He wanted them to be more in love with love. He didn't get a chance to spread enough love. So he's coming back to spread more love. Some of them are coming back to pay for, you know what I mean, to pay the price for, you know, pain. You have this life. And this life is a service, you know, you want to live it to the best, but living your life to the best is living it, you know what I mean, being a service to humanity. It really is, you know what I mean? When we think about our firefighters, our first responders, our police officers, there are public service, you know, those are public service positions where they protect their communities, and that's what gives them power. They really don't make much. Educators, you know, Mr. Plum is infamous down there because of the lives he changed. For, you know, he had them for a year of their life, a year of everybody's life there. He was able to inspire them as children, teach them kindness, show them good things. For that, all of his power, you know what I mean, was his service to humanity. And he's honored by God and his communities because of his good, you know what I mean, his good works. And that's it too, you know. I asked him, why didn't you have a wife or anything? I was married to my work. I loved my work, and I was like, yeah, but you were a good looker and you made good money, and I see these old women as we go through the Walmart, they wanted you. You just didn't give people a chance. But it's cool because you gave all your love to those kids and you changed this whole fucking community. We can't go nowhere, dude. It's horrendous. You think Marshall's famous? Oh my God, it's horrendous. You can't go nowhere without man down there. Hey, Mr. Plum. Hey, Mr. Plum. Everybody knows Mr. Plum. What's his name? It's Richard, but I never called him that. He wasn't even my teacher. I call him Mr. Plum. Always have. Always have. My kids call him that. One time they called him Uncle Plum. That came out a couple times. Professor Plum, if you like. But that's just it. They all know him like that because he was their teacher. They called him that as a kid, so they never, ever, even the people in church, they don't even call him by his name. They've known him as Mr. Plum. And that's where all his power is. It's just his kindness. He was nothing more than an educator at a low-quality school, to be honest. But he treated those kids better. You know, those teachers were racist and mean and all kinds of shit. He's got some stories. But he, you know, the person that he was at the job that he did changed people's lives. And that's what made him powerful. And now, yeah, he doesn't have a big fat load. God takes care of him, and he still does that. Just takes care of the people. He has peace. He has happiness. He doesn't have worry. He doesn't have stress. He doesn't have fears. He's content. You know? And all of his needs are met. He's a happy guy. He's like, well, I don't need nothing. God will provide for me. Let me see what I can do. And, you know, do you think he's going to regret the end of this life? Like, oh, I wish I would have done so many things. When you're on your deathbed, you look back at all the times you could have been a better person. And those are the things you regret. Why didn't I tell that person I love them? Why did I treat these people this way? Why did I act like that? It's not like, oh, you're regretting that you didn't ever get that 69 Chevelle. You're not regretting that you didn't get that Grammy. None of that is coming to mind as you're about to leave this life. You regret you're missing the people, not the things. Keep that in mind, okay? It's all about change. You've got to say goodbye to this one so you can find the right one. And it's a sad thing to say that you can't admit to yourself that you know that this isn't the one. Come to the acceptance first that you deserve better. And that's going to be harsh. I don't think you should say that to their face, that's not a nice way to say it, but it is your truth. You deserve a better job. You deserve a better way of life where you're not struggling. You deserve better friends and better company. You deserve, better sex. You're deserving of these things. Entitled? You're not entitled to shit. You deserve it, but you have to, you know what I mean? Reclaim it in your birthright. Entitlement doesn't come with it. Oh, I've worked hard, so I deserve to have a good family and all that. No. That's not how that works. That's entitlement. Hey, I love you. I got a lot to do. I'm going to start by one load at a time. I'm going to carry a load down. How much is it? A lot. You ever see me do my laundry? I wait for 2 weeks. It's a lot of clothes. It's not, Anyways, hey, I love you guys. Work on that, and I will catch you guys later. Later, haters. Later, haters. Oh, and don't forget to come on Friday and we'll answer some questions.